Hey YouTube, it is the Real J Doll here on the Real J Doll's channel, and I forgot my cup, so just one second. Gotta keep a cup of water on me because when I drink this water,
the only reaction I did was got more popular, more successful, did a lot more things that I've ever done. I probably should pick that cup back up.
Now, if you haven't listened to anything on my channel, forget the water. I mean, don't forget the water. But if you haven't listened to anything else on my channel, in today's video, you are going to want to listen, take notes, and share this information with all your friends because trust me, it's a whole lot of money out there.
It's a whole lot of money in this smoke.
But before I get into that, I'm going to back it up 2 steps. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how I went to school for free. And I'm not lying either. I attended college at Alabama A&M University. Go Bulldogs. I went there for 4 years and graduated with a Bachelor's of Science degree in accounting. And for each of those 4 years, I paid nothing. Actually, I honestly think I paid maybe up to $1,000 out of pocket because some of my scholarships did not hit at the right time and I had a small balance left over. But compared to what a lot of other people pay, baby, that's nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into today's video, but make sure you like this video, comment down below anything you found interesting in this video, or if you have any questions, and also subscribe to my channel. All those things really help me out, and I feel like it's the least you can do, you know, when I'm sharing you tips and pointers on how to get the cash. So let's go ahead and get into the first section of today's video. So since this is a video talking about education and scholarships, I wanted to really make sure I am politically correct when I'm saying the things that I'm saying to you in this video. So pulling out a textbook definition here, the definition of a scholarship is an award or financial aid for students to further their education at private elementary or secondary school or private or public post-secondary college, university, or other academic institution, according to Wikipedia. My personal definition of a scholarship is an award that gets you free money. Think of it as a coupon almost. Somebody's giving you a coupon to go to school. But the thing about scholarships is people don't just give you scholarships just because. You have to earn them or meet some kind of requirements to get the scholarship. So now I know some of you guys may be thinking, why do people just give out free money for people to go to school? And there are a numerous amount of reasons why people do this. One, I feel like schools do it to help pull in students to their institution, especially paying people with good grades and good backgrounds to come to your school. That makes your university look so much better. Another reason why, some people just simply want to give back. They want to see people succeed. Another reason why some people give scholarships is because that actually looks good to their business. So say if a business is giving money to students, that may pull in some people to want to shop with them. And sometimes they can use that as a tax write-off and they won't really see the true impact of giving scholarships. Like I said, there are plenty of reasons, but in my opinion, those are some of the reasons why people give scholarships. My total tuition from school was probably around $70,000 and I received around 10 scholarships that helped me get through college without debt. And the fact that there are actually people out there that believed in me specifically to give me that kind of aid just really like encouraged me to want to do that when I get older and give back to my community and help other students out as well. But we can talk about all that later. But let's go ahead and get into the first section of today's video. Even though this section is for my high school students, people that are in school or going into school and not in high school can definitely benefit from this as well. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into it for our high schoolers. While you're in high school, this is a very important time. A lot of scholarships are targeted towards college freshmen or high school seniors. Right now is grind time for you to accumulate all the accolades, good grades, and wait, how do I say this? This is the right time for you to go ahead and accumulate accolades, community service, good grades, and just school involvement, period. When you fill out scholarship applications, those are the 4 things that they always ask for almost every single time. Sometimes they don't ask for grades because sometimes there may be a person that doesn't, you know, want to go off grades. Not everyone has done the best in school. If you can, I think a great GPA to get in high school is a 3.0 to a 3.5. If you can get above that, great. If you get below that, it's not the end of the world, but 3.0 to a 3.5 range is just perfect. When I graduated high school, I feel like I had a 3.59. It was in the 3.5 range. Community service, definitely make sure you are serving your community because the people that are giving these scholarships are giving to their community. So they want to see some kind of reflection of that in you. So if they're giving to their community and they see that you're not giving to your community, Another thing is school involvement. I know sometimes being involved in school clubs and organizations can seem lame to you or not fun, or may just be extra work outside of what you already have going on. But when they see that you can balance going to school, getting your education, and doing things in your school, that looks great. That looks super promising. No one wants to give out a scholarship to somebody that's just going to be a dead weight. That was kind of harsh, but it's the truth. I want to award people who are doing their best, and what's going to separate you from other people applying to scholarships. So you really want to make sure you are racking up all your clubs, good grades, awards, community service, rack all of that up. Another thing that I want my high schoolers to know is about your ACT, SAT scores. Those are super important. Let me tell you why. One of the key scholarships that I got when I was in college was the Alabama A&M Merit Scholarship. This scholarship pays for your full tuition. Not partial, but full. Dang, I don't have any Carmex on. And I just got up in y'all face. Back in action. Like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yes, I got the merit scholarship and it paid for my full tuition. But the requirements to get the scholarship was that you, one, had to have a 3.5 GPA or higher, and you had to have above a 23 on your ACT. I took my ACT 3 times to make sure I got that 23. I think the first time I had a 22, then I got a 22 again, and I almost gave up, but I said, nope, I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I did 23. Definitely make sure you invest in the ACT and SAT prep courses. I don't know why I put up a third finger for that. To maintain that scholarship, I had to maintain a 3.5 throughout my whole college career. So boom, with that, over half the battle is already taken care of. All you gotta do is pay for room and board. Alright guys, so the second section of this video is going to be where to find scholarships, because they're not just screaming at you. The first place that you can find scholarships is actually in high school. Even if you're not in high school, you can go to high school websites and find scholarships. Let me tell you how. So when you're in high school, your high school counselor has all the scholarships listed out that, you know, are either through the school or they know of. Like, they'll have applications there for you. But one thing that I realized while I was in college is that you can still go to high school websites and look at their scholarship section, and some of those scholarships you'll be able to apply for even if you're not currently in high school. So that's one thing a lot of people don't know. You can either look in the city of the school that you're currently in, like if you're in college, look in that college's city, or you can look at the neighboring high schools around your hometown and go to their school websites and look at the scholarships listed there. Who's telling you that? That's why I say I'll give you all the goods, all the tips and all the tricks. So the second place that you can find them is churches. Okay, so the second place that you can look for scholarships are churches. Now, churches, religious worship centers, they have them. Not all, but there are some churches that actually give back to students going to college that are either members of their church, or like their aunties or grandmas are members and they want to give to them. My church that I attend has a scholarship foundation, and they give scholarships out each year. Of course, you have to apply, and they don't just pick everyone, but you can find them there as well. The third place is your city. Definitely make sure you're checking in with your city's community centers. So as some of you guys know, I do live in Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation organization where they have a ton. When I say a ton, I mean a ton of scholarships listed that are in the city through that scholarship foundation. So I applied to the foundation, and the organizations that are giving out scholarships through them, they'll choose who they want their recipients to be. Another place is your job. I think McDonald's and Chipotle are two of the most commonly known places that give scholarships to students that work there. I hear hospitals do it too, all types of places. So definitely check in with your job to see if they're giving out scholarships or tuition reimbursements. Another place that you can find them are law firms. Now, I don't exactly know how you would find them, because I personally did not go to a law firm to get my scholarship, but one of the scholarships that I did get was through a law firm. So how did you find this? I actually found this because my auntie helps students get scholarships. So I don't know what that exact job is called, but there are several people out there that do that for students. I'll look up the term and put it on the screen, because I really don't know what that's called. So huge shout out to her, because without her I would not have known about half the scholarships out there and may not have been able to graduate college for free. So let's give it up for my auntie. While we're doing shout outs, definitely want to shout out my mom, because baby, let me tell you, she kept up this big binder full of all my scholarships applications. Now this right here has the good stuff in it: receipts, scholarship applications, pictures, all my award and grant letters. This got some good stuff in it. And she kept up with it and made sure I was on top of everything for the 4 years that I was in school, and made sure that I got through college for free. So without my mom, without my auntie, you know, things may have turned out different. Of course, without God, but you know. Shout out to them for sure. The last place I'm going to share with you guys are professional organizations. A lot of Greek letter organizations, grad chapters and undergraduate chapters, do give out scholarships. Grad chapters, they usually give back to their communities. Undergraduate chapters usually give to students that are currently at that school. I've seen fraternities do pageants and they give out scholarships there. I've seen social groups give out scholarships either to their members or to just regular students. So it definitely benefits you if you're in school to join organizations, of course, that you're interested in. Don't just join because you think it's a scholarship possibly available. Join because that's something you genuinely want to do. Let's go ahead and talk about these applications, because baby, the applications are hard. Sometimes there are some people that are so picky. They tell you to type your name in the top left corner of the page in Times New Roman 11 font and you write it in 12. Your application is going in the garbage, because why would they give to somebody that can't follow simple instructions? I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying with all the applications that they get, they need ways to differentiate people that are actually paying attention to the instructions. Sounds a little harsh, but I've definitely experienced a few applications like that. I really wanted to make sure I got this video out to you guys now, because I feel like there are 3 dates that scholarships are usually due. One is January, the end of the month. So guys, for some scholarships you only have about 15 days. The next deadline is usually the end of April, and then the last one is just throughout the summer. Sometimes they'll go into the summer months like May, June, July, but those are usually the deadlines for a lot of scholarships. There are a few diamonds in the rough that are due like in December, but you just really want to make sure you're on top of it now. Okay, but yes, let's talk about the application. So for the application, there's usually the standard part that asks for all your information. So this section will ask for your name, what you want to go to school for, where you're in high school at, what's your GPA, where are you from. They may ask for other scholarships you applied to, what scholarships you've received. Now, you want to use your best judgment, because I don't think it would be smart, and this is just me, I don't think it would be smart to put down every scholarship you've already received, because if they see that you racked up a whole bunch of big bucks, you know, they may not be as lenient, but that's kind of misleading. So I'm not telling you to be misleading, but I'm telling you to be smart. So the second section is usually going to be like essay questions, or they'll ask for a letter, or sometimes they may do both. Most of the time on these essay questions or these letters, they ask you to 1, talk about yourself, 2, to ask you what kind of involvement you've been in, or they'll ask you what does community involvement mean to you, what are your short-term goals, what are your long-term goals, and how do you plan to give back to the community. Those are 4 questions that are usually typical for scholarship applications, because they want to see how much of a well-rounded individual you are. So what I did was I saved all of my first few letters and I edited and changed them around so that way I can use them for other applications. So that way I wasn't rewriting the same thing over and over. The rest of the sections, I know one scholarship did like a financial statement. So they ask you, how much is your tuition? How much will your parents help you out? How much do you plan on putting into school? Like, they want to see where you're putting your money, and you definitely want to make sure you think that through, because you don't want to make it seem like, you know, you're not doing anything, but you don't want to make it sure like you just have it all taken care of. Again, be genuine with your responses, but be smart. Sometimes I ask for a picture, sometimes I ask for your FAFSA information, or parents like tax information, maybe your tax information. So just make sure you got those things in the back of your mind. So this video is already a little lengthy. Let's go ahead and talk about how you close off scholarships, you know, after you've already received your award. You apply for a scholarship, you get the award, they tell you congratulations, you got the scholarship, cool. What people may forget to do, in which I made sure I did every single time, was write a thank you letter. It's always nice to show some type of gratitude to the people that are actually giving to you. You don't want to just get the award and not say anything. That's rude. Just imagine if you asked me for some of my cookies. I gave you some of my cookies, and you didn't say anything to me after. No thank you, no nothing. And you guys know how much I like my cookies. I'd be quite insulted. And if you came and asked me for some more cookies later on, I'd probably tell you no. Well, I might say yes. But the fact of the matter is, make sure you are showing some gratitude, because if you want to go and ask for more money again, and they remember that you went MIA, or they remember that, hey, this person sent out a thank you, they're so grateful, whoop-de-whoop, then, you know, that may give you a little one up. In this thank you letter, you know, you don't have to just kiss booty and do all this extra. Mine was usually like a paragraph, or maybe a page long. I just made sure that I said, hey, thank you so much for this opportunity, really appreciate it. You can even use some of the things that you said in your initial scholarship letter or your application questions and just reiterate like, yes, this is going to help me throughout college. After I graduate from school, you know, I kind of want to do the same thing and give back to other people. It's really encouraging to know that there are people out there that want to help me and want me to succeed. You know, just, you know, nothing too much, just, you know, keep it cute. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys here again on the Real J Dolls channel. I dropped my camera for real. Snap. Ooh.